Good evening, Malawi and beyond. Welcome to Global Pulse News, the only channel that delivers news with attitude, humor, and just the right amount of Ibwana. Tizingoyangana be easy. Today's headline: Lilongwe was on fire, figuratively, when Alfred Gangata stood up and spoke from the heart while throwing his full support behind Peter Mutharika. Yes, APM. The former president himself is once again the talk of town. Gangata's words have stirred up the air like a late-night thunderstorm over Area 47. Some people are cheering, others are scratching heads, and everyone is talking. So let's break it down. 10 facts that show what really went down, what Gangata said, and what this means for Malawi's political temperature. Brace yourself, things are about to get spicy. Picture this: the sun blazing over Lilongwe, cameras flashing, people chanting, and in the middle of all that hype, Alfred Gangata grabs the mic. His tone, confident, direct, and proud. He wasn't just greeting APM, he was announcing allegiance. Bwana APM ni visionary, he declared, voice cutting through the crowd. The applause followed like a wave. Whether you love or hate DPP politics, the crowd knew this was big. It wasn't the usual hand-clapping political event. It was Lilongwe wakudabwa Ndietu. But wait, it wasn't just what he said, it's what it meant beneath the words. Gangata's speech might have sounded like an ordinary endorsement, but the undertone was heavy with symbolism. When he said, Malawi needs leaders who implement, not just promise, he was drawing a line in the sand. This wasn't blind praise, it was a call for action. In his tone, there was admiration for APM, yes, but also a jab at the current system, a coded message to say, we can do better, guys. Analysts in Lilongwe started whispering, Agangata wayanka mwam famvuzeri. Because in Malawi politics, every word counts, and this one echoed far beyond the rally. But what's a strong speech without the buzz it creates? Let's take it to the streets. From Chilinde to Area 18, people couldn't stop talking. WhatsApp groups were blazing, many buses became debate rooms, and the market women at Soka had opinions ready before the fish were fried. Gangata amene yu akionetsa kulimbamtima. One vendor said, Osi mambo kala otindili paparti yiyi. That's the thing. Malawians love politics, but they respect boldness even more. Gangata's energy reminded people of that fearless spirit that makes politics entertaining and unpredictable. But to understand this loud moment, we need to look at the history behind the man he was supporting, Peter Mutharika. Peter Mutharika isn't just any name. He's an era on legs. For some, he's the symbol of stability. For others, a reminder of unfinished reforms. When Gangata publicly hailed him, he wasn't just cheering for a politician, he was reviving a brand. APM's leadership, whether you agreed or not, left a blueprint in Malawian politics, one that people either want back or desperately want to move past. By standing beside him, Gangata placed himself at the center of that nostalgia, and believe me, nostalgia is a powerful campaign fuel. Speaking of campaigns, every move in politics is a chess move, and Gangata just played a major one. Let's be real. This wasn't just an emotional speech. It was calculated. Politics is chess, not checkers, and Gangata knows it. His timing was perfect. Lilongwe's attention was on APM, cameras rolling, all eyes on stage. Boom, he made his mark. In Malawi's current political scene, every handshake, every smile, and every quote becomes a piece on the board. Gangata positioned himself not just as a follower, but as a key player aligning with what could be a major political comeback. But when pieces move, other players notice, and some of them don't clap, they calculate. When big statements drop, silence sometimes screams louder. Opposition figures didn't rush to respond. Instead,
They stayed quiet, watching. But that silence wasn't fear. It was study. They know what a loud endorsement can spark: momentum. Word on the ground is that some within rival parties were taken aback by Gangata's boldness. Others called it political theater. But here's the twist. Even critics admitted the man delivered his point clean. Yet for every loud voice, there's always a risk. Because politics, my friend, is not a safe sport. Let's face it, backing a big name like APM publicly isn't just brave, it's risky business. The political landscape is unpredictable, and tides turn fast. Gangata's loyalty might win him fans, but it could also paint a target on his back. Critics could twist his words, rivals could question his motives. Still, he stood firm. That's courage in the Malawian political arena, and that courage might be what wins hearts. But while he faces risk, he also opened a door for opportunity and alliances we might not even see yet. Rumors are swirling. Behind closed doors, phone calls are being made, meetings planned, and hands shaken. In Malawi, the real game often happens away from microphones. And trust me, Gangata's speech didn't just echo on the podium, it echoed in party boardrooms. His vocal support could spark new alliances or even bring back old ones. Politics here is like rain season. When clouds gather, you know something's coming. And when clouds form, what comes next? Thunder, the kind that shakes elections. Whether you're Team DPP or not, one thing is sure: the countdown to 2025 has already begun. Gangata's support of Mutharika lights up speculation that DPP might be gearing up for a major return. Every political move now is a rehearsal for that showdown. Citizens are watching closely, and even apolitical folks are asking, "Como APM abueran so inditu?" But politics isn't just about leaders, it's about the people. You, me, the voters who make it all count. When leaders rally and parties realign, Malawians want one thing: results. Gangata's passionate words reminded everyone of real issues: schools, roads, food prices, jobs. It's not just political drama, it's about hope. If this renewed energy turns into real action, the ordinary Malawian wins. But if it becomes another cycle of speeches without change, zimaneso titsanga sekandima mem pa Facebook. So now, let's wrap this up with a message straight to you watching this from home. And that's the story, folks. The words, the waves, and the whispers behind Alfred Gangata's fiery speech for Peter Mutharika. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more bold, funny, and fearless news with that Malawian touch, like this video, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Do you think this alliance will shake the 2025 race? Let's keep this conversation alive, because here at Global Pulse News, we don't just report, we decode. Also, check out our sister channels for kids' fun and learning, at Sparkling Kids and at Rima Fatima. Let's grow together and be one family, Malawians speaking with one strong voice.